Hey there everyone, this is Team Shockwave. Today I'll be doing a deck profile of the Dinomist deck. This is something you guys saw during the matchup between Dinomist and Buzzblade during the Sneak Peek matchup. If you guys have not seen that, there's an annotation right here, also a link down below. But other than that, let's get started. Alright guys, so let's start the monster lineup here. So first I played 3 of the Rex. Rex I consider is the boss monster of the whole archetype. This has multiple effects if you're able to activate it when it attacks, so it doesn't matter if it's a monster or just attacking directly. So at the end of the damage step after attacked, you activate one of the 2 effects. The first effect is that if you control another Dinomist monster, you can tribute it and you're able to attack again but to another monster. And so say that you just attack a monster, you're not able to activate the effect if your opponent doesn't control another monster. And this also gives you the piercing ability at the time. So this is an alright effect, but the second effect I found like I'm using more often than the first effect, and that is I can shuffle 1 card from my opponent's side of the field or 1 card in their hand randomly, and then that card is sent back to the owner's deck, and it gives this it gives himself 100 attack, which is kind of odd in a way why he will get just 100 attack. I thought it would be something more compared to like the best dinosaur ever. From there, this is the great card to have, scale 6, and I'm going to show you guys a quick example that all Dinomist monsters with scale 6 or scale 3 have their own same effect. So for scale 6, if this card is in the pendulum zone, you're able to, and your opponents target a Dinomist card you control, you can destroy this card so you can negate that card and destroy it. Pretty good card. And this example here, scale 3. Scale 3 has all the same effect where if your Dinomist cards are you control will be destroyed, you could destroy this card instead. So I really like the scale 3 effects because I've been using it a lot more, especially when your opponent's playing Mirror Forge, Dark Hole, Regeki, Treasure Tribute, Boundless. This is a great card to have, and the scale 6 more focused on the whole, compulsory present. I know I'm naming cards that people are not using a lot, but it's just an example. So now for the next cards I'm playing the monsters is my Brachyon. Brachyon is basically the Cyber Dragon of the deck. This way, even though you might control monsters on your side of the field, if your opponents control the highest attack monster on the field, you're able to special summon from your hand. Great card to have, and it's level 5, and which combos well with the Triceratops. This card allows you to special summon it from your hand if you control all Dinomist monster, and just one at least. And this way you can just go into your rank 5 plays, especially going to Infinity. Next, I play a set of Pterodactyl. This is a level 4 monster now. This allows you to search out for a Dinomist card, so even the monster spells a trap if this card destroy a monster in battle. When I soon realized that we're getting more into the pendulum era, I see a lot of monster with these kind of requirement doesn't have the whole destroy my monster in by battle and sent to the graveyard. Doesn't apply to much anymore since pendulum monster doesn't send to the graveyard, just go to the extra deck, so they kind of like got rid of that part of the requirement, which I like this so much. And now I have 3 Peleus. Peleus, another card I just love to have on the field, because while this card is on the field, all your opponent's monster attack and defense lose by 100 for each Dinomist card you control. So that's including the monsters, the pendulums, the spells and traps you currently have face up. And the 1700 attack, so you can mostly get almost anything when it comes to the level 4 or lower monsters. Now I'm playing one of the Stegosaurus. I'm not really a big fan of the card. I really hate this card, and I'm using it mostly to search it out to set it on the pendulum scale. It has 1600 attack, 1800 defense, and its effect, it requires another monster for you to even activate it. And it's basically, if this card, oh not this card, but if a pendulum monster you control battles a monster, at the end of the bad damage step, you're able to destroy both cards. So not really impressive. I really want to get rid of this and try the new Dinomist card we're getting from the next set. And I'm playing the one Rescue Hamster, a little tech card. I think that is very interesting because I can choose any of the rank 4, or I mean not rank 4, but level 4, level 5 monster on the extra deck, and then distribute it to special summon those copies of those cards. And then if it's a level 5, I can go into Infinity pretty quickly. If it's a level 4, I can play my rank 4 plays. But it's a very helpful card, and sometimes you do need a little more level 4 or no more summoning mode monsters like level 4 or lowers. So, and that's pretty much it for the monster count. Alright, so for the spell lineup, I am playing 3 Dino Charge. Dino Charge is basically the Tinky of the deck. Just like Tinky, if once it's activated, you're able to search out for a Dinomist card or monster from your deck to your hand. So it doesn't have any level requirement like Tinky has. And its second effect is that when your Dinomist card is sent to the extra deck face up, you're able to add one of those cards that was sent to the extra deck to your hand. And this is a once per turn effect. So pretty good card. I really do like the recyclability of those Dinomist cards, and usually set the scale back in or use them to sort of summon themselves too with their special summon requirements. Dynamic Power Overload. I really like this card. This is basically a Armini's effect to give all to your monsters, and it gives additional 300 attack and defense. But the Armini's effect is what caught my eye, and it sucks that it's not a Dinomist card in his name, so you're not able to search out with various means. And I can see why, but I just would love it if it just had the Dinomist card name, because this deck would have been more aggressive with its plays if you were able to search out faster. But cards like Terraforming will have to do. I'm playing the 2 Wavering Eyes since we're in a format that has a lot of pendulum based decks out there. It's easy to just go into the activating the 4 effects it has, but you do want to just set your 2 pendulum scales onto the field and then destroy them, so you can search out any crucial Dinomist monster you want and then just bring out the big guns afterwards. I am playing the 1 limb removal. I like to, again, like I mentioned before, Dinomist is a very aggressive deck, so limb removal will help you just get the OTK pretty fast. Now, I'm playing the 3 Upstart Goblin, so I thought Upstart Goblin would be best just to thin out the deck and try to get what I need faster, set up my play aggressively. And, you know, like again, I do play the limb removal, so I can help. That could help a lot with giving my opponents the 1000 life points. I am playing the 2 Instant Fusion. I have 2 great targets to actually pull out from this, Norden and the Panzer Dragon. And Panzer Dragon I use more often than Norden just because of going to the rank 5 plays. I'm playing Pot of Riches. It's okay. I can just take this out for a Solemn Strike once I actually have it. But yeah, it's not doing much for me. I prefer just, yeah, like before, just use Solemn Strike instead. Playing the MST, trying to destroy as much backrow as possible so you can overcome your opponent's plays to counter your summoning your big monsters. So, and then I'll play the 1 Rogeki, and that's pretty much it. Traps, not much for traps here, but I am playing 3 Dino Rush. It's the trap card that allows you to special summon 1 Dinomist monster from your deck to the field, and that monster has like the Felgrand effect onto himself, so he's not affected by anything. But keep in mind that your cards like your Dynamic Overload doesn't give your monsters the boost, because again, it's unaffected by everything, even your own card effect. So play wisely with that. And the other drawback, if you want to call it, is that you only activate this once per turn, which I find it a hard time to have multiple of these, and then it sucks that I can't special summon as much as possible. And then the next 3 I have here are just staples: Warning, Boundless, and Vanities. I might just yeah, I'm looking for more ways to put in some strike because it is a great card to have in the deck. And like I said, you can just get rid of one of the power riches to for the Sound Strike, and maybe the Upstart if you really want to. But other than that, that's pretty much it for the main deck. Alright guys, for the extra deck, I am playing the one Shark Fortress. Shark Fortress is basically the Exceed monster that allows you to choose one of your own monsters, and that monster can attack twice for the turn. Again, this is a deck that's very aggressive, so this card really does help along the way. Now, I played the one artifact, Durando. Durando allows you to choose one of the most crucial cards that your opponents might play against you, and it turns into something that you don't really care about. I am playing the one wind-up arsenal, Zenmayo. Zenmayo is a great card because it's one of the few cards that you can play in any of the Exceed base decks, because it just needs machine typed as a requirement. But Zenmayo allows you to detach it, so you can choose 2 set cards on the field and destroy it. Now, again, with the machine requirement Exceed, Cyber Dragon Nova is a must, just because that you can go into your Infinity. With Infinity, you possibly can just control the board if you're not able to go aggressively as planned. And you can easily, with this deck, can just bring out 2 of them at the same time if you want. Speaking of 2, I would play 2 of these and 2 of Novas. There is a must because you constantly do bring out like level 5 monsters onto the field. So next we will have the Volcanic Source, great card to have to just pop a monster and they'll take the damage of the attack monsters that was destroyed, and then you easy overlay that for your Gaia Charger. Now for my generic rank 4s, I play Abyss Dwellers, 2 Castells, 1 101, Kerrigan, Panzer Dragon, and then your Nodin. Like I mentioned before, Panzer Dragon is I use very often just because that I can go to my rank 5 Exceed plays. And since Pendulum monsters don't often go to the graveyard, that's why Nodin is just there just so as a secondary option. But yeah, Panzer Dragon is also a nice way to go into as well. And during like tournament play, I see that when people play Max C on my Instant Fusion, you're able to just, instead of going to your Nodin, you can just go to your Panzer Dragon and just leave it on the field, and at the end of the turn, you can just have it destroy itself with the Instant Fusion effect. This way you can just pop one of your opponent's cards on the field. This, if you don't really want to commit and special summon more monster after playing Instant Fusion with the Max C currently on the field. So that's pretty much it for the deck. Alright guys, so that's pretty much my time with this video. Overall, this is a very aggressive deck compared to all the other pendulum based decks, because you do have scales that order to protect it to make the big attacks. With all the cards in this archetype being common and or super rare, it's very obtainable and affordable deck to play, especially when the set itself comes with a holo in every pack. So you're mostly very often guaranteed to get Rex, especially in your sneak peek entry. But the extra deck is another story, since you do have to play Infinity just because that it really goes well with the deck to get it out even faster, and it's maybe that's the part of the deck that will cost you a lot, especially when Infinity is around $70 at this moment when I'm recording this video. I don't really think it can do much at this current format right now, when the other pendulum based deck like Pepe and Magicians are really dominating with the current format, especially with the new support they have on their end. That's pretty much my time with this video. If you guys like this, please like, comment, and subscribe. This is Parkman Shockwave signing out.